What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today, BTC USD. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. It is the 29th of May today. We got about 21 hours left in the day. Yes, 20 hours, 50 minutes here at $108.3 thousand. Everybody's favorite trader, James Wynn, he's posted another trade about, how many minutes ago was this? This wasn't, not too long ago. Let's see. What was it? Yeah, 12 minutes ago. Entry price 108.335. He's in the red. He was in the green for a second there. Unfortunately, we've begun to move down. I'm hoping he took profits, because if we're looking at this here, all we've done really is we moved down with some pronounced volume here. We had a day that we were not looking for, right? Yesterday closed to the downside, and I'm expecting we're gonna go lower. I'm expecting $105,000, if not lower, is coming our way. We're at $108,000 now, right? This guy gets liquidated at $107,000. I really do believe that that's going to happen. Unfortunately for the guy, I don't know how big the position is. I guess we can. I didn't even actually look. Let's see, size, pretty big size. $108,000 now. We're finding resistance, you guys, at prior support. Finding resistance here at prior support. It's clear as day that we're moving down. The 1 hour RSI, you look at this here, you've got this nice little downward sloping trend. High here, lower high here, rejecting the 60, can't even get above the 60, looking weak, getting oversold, finding resistance right where you'd expect to find resistance. I don't know if we're going to see a lower low in the RSI, but I would expect that we get into the oversold zone, and something like that would likely pierce the price below this low. When we go below this low, if we put a straight line here, this is kind of like an area of support here. We break below this, we're not going to just tip below it. I mean, we can. That's a fake out. It could happen. You never know, especially in highly leveraged environments like this. I'm sure James Wynn is inspiring all kinds of people to leverage trade and follow him, counter trade. It's I haven't looked at open interest or anything like that, but I'm sure that the leverage is high right now. The overall leverage in the markets, I'm sure it is high. And sometimes you got to fake people out. It's like as soon as you hit that stop level, as soon as you clear that, then we start to move up. So if something like this happens where we go down just below 107K, we see a little break of this line, it would be a little bit past these wicks, right? Maybe we go as low as 106K, whatever. And then we come back up and we're above this high, then maybe we do absolve ourselves as going to 105K or lower. But let's talk about those lower prospects real quick, because at this moment in time, I am considering very heavily that we do go lower. If we look here, $105,000 makes a lot of sense, because whenever you do reject this overbought zone here, whenever you go lower, typically you look to find support at the 50. I think that if we were to drop down to about 105K, that would bring our RSI right around the 50. We don't have to find support right at the 50. Just above it is fine. Just like finding resistance just above it is fine. But sometimes you do tip it directly for support, or other times you find support just above it, right? Sometimes you do that. So a little bit lower, 105K makes sense on the RSI. It also makes sense in the price. Prior resistance here, kind of in this area of resistance there, right? $105,000. It wouldn't be too crazy to go down there. But by way of the fibs, we would have lower aspects to consider, or lower projections to consider is what I should say. From a low here to a high there, the 236, the minimum most expected fib, the most commonly interacted with fib that you'll ever find is the 236. That's at 101.7K. And I could just see the whole world, we're breaking out of this, we're going down, everybody's thinking, oh no, we're going to break below 100K, Bitcoin's dead, bull market's over. That was the triple top, whatever. That was a fake out rally. And then right then and there, we hold 100K and we begin to move up, right? We have support here. We have prior support, prior resistance here at this level. 101K could hold. I'm thinking probably here from $108,000 that we will find support between $101,000 to $105,000. That's my prediction. And it probably happens, by the end of this week is my expectation. By the end of this week, if not very early next week. So over the coming days, right? It's Thursday now. We only have so many days left in the week. I think it's like 3 days left in the week, right? 3 days, 21 hours. So like 4 days left in the week. But within the next week, I would expect we're either at $105,000 to $101,000, somewhere down there. It could be as early as today. If we don't stop there, if 101 doesn't hold us, you guys, if we wick below it, I want you to understand, if we wick below it like this day here, that's fine. But if we wick below it a little bit more, like it literally is that fickle, if we go too far below this 236, the odds of holding this area of support goes out the window, and the odds of us going down to the 382 goes up it goes up a lot. It goes up a lot. Let's just leave it at that, okay? To avoid going down to $95,000, we need to hold above 101.7K. If we were to go a little bit below there, that's okay, but like we can't even go below 101K. You know what I mean? Like a little bit, like $100 or $200 below is fine, but anything too dramatic and the odds of going to the 382, it's basically inevitable at that point. We do have a nice little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 legged move up, right? I don't know what kind of thing in Elliott wave theory this would be. Typically, whenever you see stuff like this, you get these like it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then maybe you have the leading diagonal. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. You could have a 5-legged pattern inside your 5-legged pattern. That's called a leading diagonal, and sometimes they finish that way, but I just don't see it happening here. I think that we are going to move down. I do think that we're going to see $101,000 to $105,000, and if things get hairy, we might drop down to 95.8K. If any of this happens, regardless of where the zone is, right, whether it's here, whether it's down here, regardless of where we go, I would expect that when it happens, we drop down at a fast pace. It's going to be scary. It's going to be loud. It's going to be in your face, and I wouldn't even be surprised if afterwards we kind of chilled in that area, gave people an opportunity to sell or buy or whatever if they think it's going to go lower, and then from there we'll probably recover and start to move up higher. But at the moment, I am thinking that we go down. If we look at the 1 hour time frame, again, the RSI rejecting here makes a lot of sense, in my opinion. The price rejecting prior areas of support right here makes a lot of sense as well. 4 hour time frame, looking at this here, it looks pretty bearish. We are going from the overbought zone to now we're below the 50, flirting with the oversold area. This is a nice reaction in itself, but I would need to see more if I was to get excited. Primarily, I think what we need to see is the price get above about $109,000. If you can get above $109,000, cool, good. Everything I've said in this video is wrong. You're not going lower at all. And when I say get above, I should clarify. Closing above. 4 hour time frame. Get like 2 4 hour time frames in a row to close above $109,000, and I'm wrong. Until then, unfortunately, I think the bears are going to eat James Wynn's lunch and anybody else who's long right now. And we're probably going to go down. That's the expectation. Daily RSI, it had the potential to do well. Yesterday needed to close green. We needed yesterday to close green. The fact that it didn't close green, the fact that we closed out of the 60, I'm not happy about it, right? We do have lower lows in the daily RSI, and that with these higher lows in the price, that is hidden bullish divergence for now. If today closes red and we do get below this, if what I'm saying is true, then today should close below 107.33K. If we close below $107,330 today, then we are at least going to 105K, if not at most going to 95K, but I'm thinking somewhere between $105,000 to $101,000. That's all I got. I feel like I'm just kind of ranting here, and the data's not well constructed in this video. I'm just kind of, I feel like all over the place, but that's kind of how it is sometimes. So hit the like button, subscribe, you guys. Thank you all for being here. Best case scenario, I'm wrong. Best case scenario, we're just consolidating above our prior all-time high areas, and we hold this level. But I'm skeptical, man. I'm skeptical. We'll see how it goes. I think we'll know within the next day. I really do think we'll know. We'll either validate the idea that we continue going lower, or we'll just be in limbo still. And if we're in limbo still, I will flip bullish, because I am expecting that we move down rather immediately. So if we don't do that, that would imply that we go up. But sometimes things are tricky, man. I definitely wouldn't want to be a trader in this environment right now. Buy and hold is the way to go, you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.